Raw gives a 2.66 rating for this week. Oh my fucking god. Everyone just go completely apeshit and lose yourself because 1 week the ratings went up. I don't understand why people are defending Raw so hard right now. It went up for 1 week, okay? I don't understand. 2.66 going from like 2.15 to 2.66. That's a big gap, but let's be honest. It still fucking sucks for the ratings. Until it gets back in the threes, like where it normally used to be, yeah, that's when I'll start being impressed and shit. And I will say Raw will be improved. But for right now, it was 1 week, and it's fucking garbage. And I don't know what the fuck this thing's skipping around for. I need to start recording off something else. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I want to do a Raw review. Mainly because this Raw was actually good. But, like usual, half the times I don't have the time to. And if I do, it's too late. But, yeah, I mean, so much fucking better. And I understand. It was just because Vince was there. That's what it took. Vince McMahon to get there just to make Raw good. I don't understand why every else week has to be garbage, but when Vince comes back, it's fucking TV 14. It really was. We had blood, hardcore matches, a title match finally. For God fucking sakes, how many weeks have been teasing that shit? Finally we got it. Even though they did tease it for, again on the same Raw, but we still got it. But yeah, here's the thing. Here's why people think the ratings boosted for 1 week. Because Roman Reigns won the fucking championship belt. Oh my fucking god. Where do I begin on this shit? Like I said, it only did because the ratings only went up because Vince was there and made it go up. The fucking TV 14 product he gave us this week. Here's the thing with Reigns. You motherfuckers were bashing Reigns, last week before, and now all of a sudden he won a championship belt. You guys are instantly fans and defending the fuck out of this guy on the internet. I see it so badly right now. People defending the living fuck out of Reigns. Like I said, same people last week were bitching about him. Saying, and his promo too. The Tater Tots promo. When he said that last week or something, everyone was making fun of him for that Tater Tots promo, comparing it to the Suffer and Succotash promo and all that shit, making fun of him. And now this week, oh my god, he's fucking champion. He's fucking over. First of all, he's not fucking over. He still sucks dick. Just because the title's on him right now doesn't make him better at all. The guy's not over. He came out the first time when Stephanie slapped him. He did get a pop, when he came out. Later on that night, when he came out to face Sheamus, no pop at all. I mean, seriously, it was like a few cheers, probably women or whatever. Other than that, it was a pretty stale reaction. And then when he won the championship, the whole fucking place erupted. And I gotta say, it wasn't because Reigns won the championship title. It's because fucking Sheamus finally lost it. Nobody wanted Sheamus as fucking champion. For God fucking sakes. The Royal Rumble this year, or last year, whatever, the last one that happened, people popped for Rusev because they wanted to see Reigns lose. For God fucking sakes. It's the same thing that happened on this Raw. Sheamus lost. That's what people cheered for. They didn't want him as champion anymore. And I didn't want it to begin with either, along with pretty much everybody else. Because I gotta say, Sheamus is worse than Seth Rollins, even though he's only champion for like a couple weeks or whatever. But still, the guy had nothing going on. He's used like shit till he got there. At least with Rollins, they actually built him up before that. And whatever, he betrayed the Shield and all that shit. Good shit happened before he became champion. What does Sheamus do? Mid-card and become a jobber till he won that title and cashed in his briefcase. Other than that, Sheamus was garbage. He was cutting Roman Reigns boring type promos. Just no reaction for anything besides the crowd chanting he looks stupid, which is true, but and supposedly Reigns is over now. And people have been saying this for a while. Reigns is over. No, every week the guy still gets booed. And like I said, He only got cheered when he won the title because Sheamus ain't champion. And I gotta say, I will take Reigns champion over Sheamus because I just went through my whole points of why I don't like Sheamus as champion. At least with Reigns, since he's their new golden boy, at least he'll do something with the fucking guy. Sheamus, he had nothing going on, and I could tell he had nothing going on. You know, I just couldn't look in the future and be like, oh my god, the guy's gonna be champion for at least like 4 months probably till someone comes back and wins it or whatever. But yeah, I was like, I'm not watching wrestling until Sheamus is done being champion because I knew it was just gonna be boring as fuck, and it was. Now that, you know, this week's Raw was good, and I'm not saying I watched it because Reigns is champion. Obviously not. That's why I'm on here ranting about the shit. But, you know, the Raw was good. That's why I watched it. And if it was like this every week, I would fucking watch wrestling. I want to watch wrestling, but I can't. You know, I'm not going to force myself to watch, you know, complete PG bullshit. You know, we have one TV-14 week this week. My God, everyone go fucking ape shit, you know. I'm not going to overrate this shit like a lot of people are right now. All I'm going to say is the Raw was good. And I wish I could have done a Raw review, but it's whatever. Anyways, Reigns, it's going to be the new Cena. He already is, for God fucking sakes. I mean, seriously, he's won championships faster than fucking Cena right now. He's got 2 already. 2 in like 3 weeks. You know, when's the last time Cena even done that? You know? I've seen it loses, at least it'd be a while before he won it again, but oh my fucking God. A couple weeks and Reigns is already champion. And yes, it does count as 2-time world champion. He did win it at what fucking Survivor Series or whatever the last pay-per-view was for TLC. Or whatever. Oh my God, I don't even know anymore because there's so many pay-per-views. Every fucking week is like a new pay-per-view. But yeah, it still counts as 2, even if it was for 5 minutes and 15 seconds like they kept fucking announcing. For God, I got annoyed with that. 5 minutes, 15 seconds, 5 minutes. Shut up! You know? Like, it doesn't really make a difference. The dude, if it was 2 seconds, it's still a world title victory. You know, so, you know, 2 titles already. And now let's talk about him spamming the fuck out of Superman punch. And I've expressed this enough every fucking time I get on here. Reigns spams the living shit out of his finishers. I'm not the only one saying it, but I feel like I rant on it more than anybody else. You know? Let's see. Rusev comes out. Superman. 2 seconds later, Vince gets Superman. Another second, Sheamus gets Superman, and he fucking wins. You know? First of all, Superman looks so fucking weak. It just looks complete fake and everything. You know, it doesn't look real at all. You know, it's one of them type of moves where you can just do it every fucking 3 seconds. That's the bad part about it, you know. So get used to seeing Reigns winning fucking world titles and shit with a fake-ass fucking move. Get used to it, motherfuckers. Go and praise that shit. Looks like complete garbage. The guy kicked out like Cena would. Literally, go back, watch a Sheamus match. The motherfucker kicked out of everything. He was even bleeding, for God fucking sakes. Which was cool. I really don't get this. Why the fuck did they, you know, actually acknowledge blood for once? It's like any else time you got blood, hurry up, get a doctor out there, wipe it off. They don't mention it. They just like do it on the side where you can't see it. But no, this week Michael Cole was like, Roman Reigns is busted open from that headbutt. I was like, what the fuck? You know, it's like you get a treat, us fans get like a dedication treat or something every fucking 6 months or whatever. Okay, you loyal fans get one treat. You know, we'll give you blood for a night, and that's it. You know, for 6 months later, you get nothing but garbage till the next time. So, I don't understand the whole fucking blood thing. You know, it took Vince McMahon to make the ratings go up and fucking make it a good Raw. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, kicked out of everything underneath the fucking sun, like Cena would. And I don't understand. Reigns is literally the same exact thing as fucking Cena. People hate Cena, but you like Reigns now. What? He has no character. Shitty ass fucking promos talking about tater tots, for God's sakes. Oh, and this week they went TV-14 with it. He talked about prunes and grapes or some shit like that. Once again, talking about nutsacks. Dude, really? And you're supposed to be straight? Stop talking about this shit. I mean, seriously, quit comparing people's ball sack to fucking, stuff we eat. Grapes and fucking shit. And tater tots, it went from PG to TV-14, all right. It's like this Raw, it's like they fixed things that needed to be fixed. Like, they actually did shit that they should have done last week or whatever. They actually, made up their mistakes or whatever, I guess. Like, with Kevin Owens. Made him look like complete shit. This week, they actually made him fucking do something. He actually reacted. Not just stood there and fucking took soda and popcorn to the fucking face. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up. I just got on here. I don't think I've even ranted on the ratings yet. Now, I know people have been asking me to, but, here we are. I got it done. I'm probably the only motherfucker that hasn't even uploaded a video about the ratings. I talked about it in Raw reviews and shit, but I haven't dedicated a full video to it. But, yeah, you all know. I got one out. Reigns fucking sucks, and I tell you what, motherfuckers, give it 2 weeks, and we'll see where the guy is. I imagine Vince would be back next week, because I don't think he's going to get Superman punched and then not show up next week. Or whatever. Even if he doesn't, the story will still go on. I'm sure Stephanie will be out there fucking doing something, probably chopping Reigns' balls off or whatever. The guy likes to talk about nutsacks. Why don't you talk about your own nutsacks getting cut off? How about we do that next week, for God fucking sakes? What he's going to compare nutsacks to next time? Fucking, I don't know, batteries? Batteries look nothing like nutsacks, but for fuck's sakes, it's going to get to that point where they can't even compare shit anymore. That's how many times they talk about it. It's gay. Drop that shit. Stop talking about that shit. We're not perverts. I don't find shit like that funny. I'm not 16 years old and still have a mind like that to where, if someone talks about penises or whatever, it's fucking hilarious. Like D-Generation X used to do. That's all they did was talk about dick jokes. So it was like, they weren't that funny. It's whatever. But yeah, give it 2 weeks. We'll see where Reigns is, and we'll see who you fucking fans are. Or you goddamn internet people praising the fuck out of Reigns just because he won the world title. Like I said, the motherfucker, just because he has gold around him, does not make anyone better. I mean, I don't give a fuck who you are. It doesn't make you better. Just because you got gold on you. It's a fucking fake product. They'll make champion whoever they want to make champion. Good or bad. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, I'm fucking out of here.